Everybody's trying new things in here today. First of all, BB Shea is here. Hello, sir.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Doing very well.
Someone remembered.
Yeah. I want to apologize.
Sorry, I forgot to, honestly.
Oh, man. Biggie said to me 10 minutes ago, somebody called and said, BB Shea's doing his rap, right? And Biggie's like, oh, yeah, that's on. I was like, what are you talking about? Huh? I'm sorry, but I've been off all week.
I was downstairs asleep, and then somebody texted me, and I was like, oh, I got to get up and do that real quick.
Yeah, so you probably wrote this thing 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's not too long. So.
All right, well.
But still got that new rap smell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's ready. And what happens here at this time every week, this is his third time?
Fourth time, I think, yeah.
doing this. He will come in, and he's chronicled every single thing we've done this entire week on this show. It's a weekly wrap-up in rap form. And he told us just before he went on, he's trying a lot of new things, including that, and he's doing public address announcing at girls' softball games.
Correct, yes.
And did it once before. Did you take my suggestion last week, since there are very few fans, and just yell out, the shortstop is up? There's no
number 9.
There's really no reason to use the.
Well, I got there, and there was nobody in the stands.
Right.
And so I'm like, why am I here?
What are you doing?
But I got my check, and I left. So
Yeah,
I'm not bad about it. So
You didn't care. Do you know my story about once I did public address announcing?
I did not know that.
Yeah. I did it at a basketball game, and for a few weeks there. And what was the team called? It was like the Cardinals, I believe.
Oh, right. That's semi-pro basketball.
Yeah.
You know, you're a Duke fan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gene Banks. This is long ago. Duke
Yeah,
stuff.
Denard and Banks, many things. Yeah. I know Kenny Denard, too.
Kenny Denard.
Yep.
Okay, and Gene Banks played in the 70s.
Yes.
Gene Banks was the coach of the team. Okay. And
Oh, really? Okay.
Called the Cardinals. And I was doing semi-pro basketball, and I was asked by a friend, do the PA. And so I went out and did basketball PA for a game or two, and they gave me $40 to call the game.
Mm.
So I did it once or twice. And the next time I went, Gene Banks had quit. And the new coach was a guy who played for North Carolina State, Clyde the Glide Austin. Okay, similar time frame. And he came up to me and said, all right, you'll do PA as usual. I'm the coach. Hello, nice to meet you. And I'd seen all these guys play in college, and I couldn't believe it. These were names to me, Gene Banks and Clyde the Glide Austin. So I did that game, and at the end of the game, he said, Chris, we can't pay you.
The league is folding.
The league is And I was like, you can't pay me. He's like, yeah, I didn't want to tell you before the game, but we cannot pay you.
But it was an honor to meet me.
That's what he said. And he's like, he goes, that's why Gene quit. We can't pay Gene either. And
Okay.
so I took over, and I was like, okay, well, it's been really fun. Thanks. So I did the game for free. 2 weeks later, they called and said, we're having another game. And I said, well, are you going to pay me? And he goes, yeah, we'll pay you this time, man. We'll pay you. And I said, okay, all right, I'll come back. And I said, I like doing it, but I really need to be paid. And so I went back, and I met Clyde the Glide again. I actually shot some pregame with Rusty LaRue,
Ooh, yeah.
another ACC alum, shot a little bit out there. And so the game goes on, and Clyde's coaching his tail off over there. So the game ends. I guess Clyde was like the general manager, the coach, all of it.
He may have played, too. He may have
Probably
suited up.
did. Man. So he came over to me, and he's like, Chris, I hid the truth from you. We cannot pay you.
But you did get to shoot with Rusty pre-game.
With Rusty LaRue. And so he said, listen, I will give you, there was around Thanksgiving or Christmas, so he said, we do have a canned ham promotion. I have a canned ham.
We're supposed to give it to somebody that came to the game, but nobody came.
Yeah.
It was like the first 50 fans, and there were fewer than 50 fans there. So he's like, it's like,
What are we going to do with 28 canned hams?
Yeah.
So
What about the PA guy?
Yeah.
I'll talk to him.
I said, Clyde, I loved you, but a canned ham, he's like, that's the best I can do, Chris. You want a canned ham? So I took it. That's what I
You know what these go for retail?
I took the canned ham. And, it's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And then I went back another time. He called me in January. He's like, we got one more game, Chris. I said, Clyde, can you pay me? And he goes, we got enough in the till to pay you this time. So I go back. That's my fourth game. I got paid for one. That's my fourth game. As you have now you're doing your fourth rap.
Yeah.
And he came back out at the end of the game. He never told me before the game. And he just looked at me and gave me that look. He said, you're not paying me already. I guess, I'm not.
He couldn't pull a 5 out of his pocket and give it to you or nothing.
Nothing. I said,
I'm shocked
he
you were
was
dumb
broke,
enough
too.
to come.
I came 3 times without being paid. And he goes, Chris, this is our last game. We're no longer.
Ever.
And the league folded. And I felt like you. I mean, there were so few people in the stands. I could have just yelled, there's a foul on number 15. There's no need for the microphone at all. But it's great to have you. I'm glad you're doing that.
That D1 sports, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Yes.
Division
It's
one.
exciting. Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but it'll be all right.
That's good.
It could lead to other things. You never
Oh,
know.
yeah.
I'm hoping.
And then Biggie just told us, talking about new things, he's decided to learn Mandarin.
Yep. I don't know why, but I want to.
They just heard the commercial for Mandarin Chinese.
Or when you go there, or they inevitably invade us.
Both.
Yeah, I think it's got to be the latter. I think when we're living under a Chinese regime, you'll at least you'll be a leg up. You'll have a
I'm a powerful person in the media.
Right. Yeah, that's what you say.
I don't know. I feel like it's just calling to me.
Right.
Mandarin.
You want to order that?
Mandarin.
You want to order that sesame chicken in the original Mandarin?
That's how you'll have to do it.
Just
Now
give us
that is
number.
That's how you should do it. All right, BB Shea. Here's how it works. BB Shea listens to every single second of this program for 1 week, and then he scribbles down a rap, and we wrap up the show, the week of shows, at this time every week. Are you ready, sir?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
So dedicated to the new cameras and the new system and everything. It's
Okay.
going to be a lot based on that. So,
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah.
So I'm going to start it off as I do always, okay?
All right.
You've been waiting all week on something like this, BB Shea's wrap-up of two guys named Chris. BB Shea rapping on Friday. Man that never fails. This week they started beta testing cameras on some beta males. These beta males, two guys named Chris, but no one wants to look at two guys named Chris. These two guys got me pissed. One is okay, but he stands too much. The dumpy one is always talking about his butt and such. One comes in late like he forgot the show was in session, and the big one won't stop yawning every 4 to 5 seconds. Nobody asked for this. No, I'm totally pissed. I shouldn't be able to see what's on Biggie's grocery list. But aren't you guys happy to be on camera? Now the listeners get to see the folks they know. Oh yeah, did you guys know you have a face for radio? I'm surprised you haven't heard that joke before. Yeah, right, and Biggie's never had that coffee Coke before. Honestly, I'm just glad to see Chris Dim back, mainly because I didn't have to wake up at the crack. But you look a little malnourished, Dim, like you didn't eat your Wheaties. Are you cold? Wrapped up looking like Granny from Tweety. That one was for Weather Dave. He's the one that I admire. You know, the one who used to use deodorant just to start a fire? I said it last week, but Chris Dim missed it. One more time. Rest in peace to my man, Murph Griffin.
Still dead.
Two guys got a new YouTube channel. Now you can listen like 3 ways. Got more subscribers than Big Foodies in like 3 days. By the way, who misspelled your on that video? Who misspelled your on that video? How did that happen? That guy needs to be fired along with this dumbass rapping. I'm here to stay though. I'm getting sponsored, so get used to hearing this rap. Now I'm gonna sell out faster than the new two guys named Chris hat. I was told to say that. There's new merchandise in the store. Get it before it goes quick, like Kelly's gonna buy that Ringo for his fallacy say. Chris Kelly was a big fan of Jenny Jones. Had to switch it up so I didn't lose my job like Captain Silly Bones. I'd be out of luck, like not being saved when the Lord came, or more out of luck like if Kelly had actually sold his board game. Speaking of the Lord, the Alpha and Omega, I just wrote that line to rhyme something with smegma.
Okay. Wow.
That's it for me.
That's well done. I
Well
love it.
done.
I love
That
it.
is
Well done.
Great.
BB Shea, we can't pay you, but thank you.
That was for free.
Why start now?
That was for free.
That's right. We can't do that.
Maybe next week.
Come back next week. We'll pay
See
you.
how many,
Take a ham and a
see how
penny
many
cash.
coffee cups we sell.
We might be able to pay you at some point. This is our last show. We're not doing this again.